Welcome to All Things Football, where today we'll be talking about Manchester United's 1-0 win over West Ham in the fifth round of the FA Cup. Let's get into it. So Anton, what are your thoughts on the first lineups when you saw them?
I was happy with our lineup. It was obviously a weakened side because it was the FA Cup, but it was still relatively strong as it was a game against West Ham, who have been flying this season. I'm happy that Donny van de Beek started with Rashford, Martial and Greenwood to support him up front. Unfortunately, I don't really think he grasped the opportunity as well as he could have done. It was obviously a bit of a tough match, but I think that the other players in the starting lineup, mainly Fred, maybe Matic as well, I don't think had the best game. So, yeah.
I think, I have no complaints with the lineups. Obviously, we needed a rotation in the team.
Yeah.
But again, Donny van de Beek didn't take his chance. And I don't think it's his fault. Playing him number 10 is not his position. He should be, I think, in the 2, or he's a box-to-box midfielder like McTominay. He can't play in the 10 because he's getting into positions that aren't really as effective, or we don't have the players to get the ball to him. For example, Fred can't get those balls into those small gaps that Van de Beek finds himself in. Or when Matic did find him, it was too late, he was offside. So I think, he did struggle, and when he came off, he didn't even look too happy. And his confidence is just going down, keeps going down.
I feel like the situation with Van de Beek is a bit more simple than people realise. And I feel like when he came in, I don't think he was Solskjaer's first choice. It was obviously Jack Grealish, in my opinion. But he needs a run of games. The same situation with Fred, maybe last season or a couple of seasons ago, where he would come in for 1 or 2 games, and you could tell as time went on he was getting more into it, but then he would get dropped for 3 games and then come back. Van de Beek needs a run of about 8 or 9 games to fully get in the groove of things, because when he's playing on the pitch, he's not getting the ball as much. He's not Fernandes, and players aren't looking for him as much as they would look for Bruno Fernandes. So he's getting into these positions, and whether it's just a habit because it's not Bruno or it's not Pogba, they see Van de Beek and was like, let me just pass to someone else. Or it's just maybe the players that he plays with don't have the quality, because when Van de Beek's playing, Pogba's not playing, Fernandes isn't playing. So it's just, I don't know. He needs a good run in the team just to get in the groove and pick up some form, because he's way better than what we're seeing. And you can tell from his facial expressions and his body language that he knows he's not playing as well as he could be.
Yeah, and as obviously now Pogba's injured, I want to see in the Premier League, obviously, him at least played in the 2 with either Fred or McTominay. It's like McTominay has his position sorted. Obviously, he came on and scored. So, he's going to be in the team. And then obviously Fred, Ollie trusts McFred. He probably wouldn't trust Van de Beek and McTominay in the 2. But I think we have to try it one time, at least once, and then have Bruno in the 10 and see how that works. Because I feel like that could be effective for Van de Beek. But
definitely,
I don't think Ollie would take the risk.
And you're speaking about McTominay, but I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of the season, coming from last season, I didn't rate him that much because I didn't really know what type of a player he was. But now you can see what he is. He's a first teamer.
He is box to box.
Yeah, he's an established first teamer, because he was playing as the holding, which I don't think he has the technical ability to be able to do that every match against even the bigger teams. But now he's playing box to box. Now he's playing as the helper next to the holding, whether it's Pogba or Fred. You can really see what type of a talent he is, and you can see why all of the managers previously have stuck with him. And I'm happy that they're stuck with him, because I'm starting to really enjoy him. When McTominay came on, I was like, we're going to have a bit of energy in the midfield. We're going to have a bit more quality than what we have, because, although Matic is a good player, he has been a good player for the past 7 or 8 years. I feel like he's just way too slow for the tempo that we want to play at now, and I don't feel like he offers that much going forward or defensively, because no matter how good you are defensively, if you can't run those 5 yards, if you can't make it, if you can't close down Declan Rice in a split second you need to, you're just going to get bypassed, and someone like McTominay can definitely do that.
Yeah, definitely. McTominay, he does have his passing sometimes is questionable, but his energy, you can't question his energy. He's always up and down, getting in the box at the right time. It's like what Frank Lampard did at Chelsea. He got in the box at the right time, and now we're seeing McTominay scoring this type of goals. He's in the box at the right time, even at the edge of the box, and scores. So yeah, it's good to see that we're getting goals in the midfield area.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the defence. We started with Telles on the left back. What do you think about Telles, that game?
Same situation with Van der Beek. Luke Shaw's playing out of his skin, so you can't really expect too much, but Telles does need a run of games. Like most professional footballers, you can't just get thrown into the deep end. West Ham 4 years ago, that's an easy game. But West Ham today, it's not an easy game. They're pushing and challenging for the top four. They were a top quality side in the Premier League. You can't throw a defender or a midfielder into a game like this and expect them to just be on top form, because they're going to be up against it. Although West Ham didn't field their strongest side, Telles didn't have the best game, and that's probably why Luke Shaw came on.
Yeah, I felt playing Telles in that role today wasn't effective because there's no one in the box to attack his type of crosses. So whenever he did get out wide, he didn't play it in first time because no one was literally making the run. So I feel like if Cavani had maybe started that game, I think Telles could have been more effective.
Definitely.
And then defensively, Telles was good defensively, to be honest. He did make some good tackles. Yeah, Harry Maguire started again. No rest.
He did. I think Harry Maguire had a good game. I think he won 10 out of 11 aerial battles, which is obviously good and something you expect him to do because that's what he was brought in for. But my God, he needs a rest. He needs to just have a game off or something, and we need to do that pretty soon because, again, I go back to his interviews, his optional interviews, which I will always, emphasize. He said he'll rest when he retired, but there's you got to be smarter than that, because when he's burnt himself out at the age of 27 or 28 because he wants to play every single match, it's going to be his fault. He's not a robot. He's not Cannavaro or Paolo Maldini. He's Harry Maguire, and he's very susceptible to injuries like every other footballer is. He needs a rest, and that is on the manager as well, but that does come from Harry Maguire saying, Hey, look, Gaffer, I need a bit of a rest. I've played every game for the past few years, and it's coming on me a bit because I feel like with Manchester United, we play twice a week, pretty much every single season. In that one match where you play against Manchester City or Liverpool or a top side, when you're tired from the last game because you haven't been resting, you're going to get caught out. And it has happened to him a few times, and I feel like it's going to happen to him again.
Yeah, Lindelof next to him in centre-back. I think Lindelof had a good game.
Yeah,
he made quite a few good passes as well to Rashford. Rashford, I mean, he just needs to get that clinical edge, and then I think if he gets there, he'll be world class. But it will come slowly, and then Wan-Bissaka right back. It's quite a solid back line, to be honest.
Yeah, that probably would be our best apart from Telles.
Yeah, and then onto the attack. Rashford, Greenwood, Martial. I expected much more. I expected more from them.
Last season, they were the deadliest attacking trio in the league, but this season they are not. Cavani, I do think, is our main striker now. Greenwood on the right, he's been playing out of his skin recently. He just hasn't been able to find the back of the net, and that's something that he needs to really kickstart his campaign. But Rashford on the left as well, as you said, it needs to be more clinical just to reach the upper echelons of world-class talent in the world. But I feel like even though he's contributing with assists and a couple of goals here and there, he's just lacking a bit of confidence. And we all know when Rashford's high on confidence, then he's absolutely unstoppable.
I feel like he was trying to do a bit too much in the game. He pick up the ball left wing and just keep running, trying to attack for West Ham defenders, and you're not going to get past. It's not going to work. But I mean, he had no other option really. Like Van der Beek was not in a position where he can pass it to him, and then Telles is not really going on the overlap as Shaw would usually do. So the only option he had to do was just run at the defence, and then he'd get tackled.
Yeah, and that's, you talk about Telles, that's the partnership with Shaw. Shaw overlaps and he finds Rashford, and they find each other, vice versa, and they have a good partnership. When Telles comes in, that sort of connection just isn't there, or it isn't quite there. Obviously, he will overlap here and there because, he is a left back and he's an attacking left back. But we do lose a bit of quality when Telles comes in. Rashford as well. He's come a long way since his debut, but I feel like he's kind of going back to the raw talent he was. He's just attacking and just running for kind of down blind alleys. Recently, over the past year or so, I feel like he's been thinking about his game a lot more, and which is why he's been getting a lot more goals and assists. But it's just not happening for him right now.
But yeah, overall, the game was actually the most boring game I've ever seen. It went to extra time, made the subs, brought on Shaw, brought on McTominay, brought on Cavani, and yeah, we got the win. But yeah, how would you sum up the game overall? Because I don't even know what to say about the game.
I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 in terms of the entertainment, because it was, man, I don't even know what to say, because I was watching it thinking, damn, I just kind of want this to end. I knew we were going to win, but I didn't enjoy watching it. It wasn't something which I would ever want to go back and analyze or have to watch again. But I guess what that did was show the importance of players like McTominay and Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes plays literally every single game, and when he doesn't, with the rare times he doesn't play, you can really see why he has been carrying us since he came in. And last night was just another example, because I remember as soon as he came on, he played a ball to Greenwood on the right with the outside
of the boot. Yeah.
And it's like, we've waited so long.
One touch.
No one did that.
In one touch.
It's like Van der Beek can do that.
But he doesn't get in the position to do it.
I think he does get in the positions. He just doesn't get found, and he just doesn't get passed to because it's someone else. It's not Bruno. They know that Bruno can do that, and he has been doing it, and he's been producing. But with Van der Beek, we're yet to see a consistency in his game, because he just doesn't get played. And it's just, if he was 5 games into a run, he probably gets that ball, and he probably either makes that pass or finds him anyway, regardless. But when Fernandes came on, it was a breath of fresh air along with McTominay. I did, however, want to see Diallo get on the pitch. Yeah,
you messaged me saying we need attacking players, and if we bring on McTominay, or who did you say? Someone like that. And then
Williams. It was Williams.
Yeah, Williams came on when we needed like attacking players, but obviously McTominay was the attacking player. He scored the goal. So we'll have to wait and see when Diallo comes on. Yeah,
it was a great finish from Scott McTominay. It was an assist from Rashford, but Diallo is obviously playing youth football or reserve football, so he will have some sort of match fitness. It isn't of the same quality as the first team, but I'm just so excited when I saw him warming up, when I saw him, all the pictures of him going into the Lowry. It was like, yes, we're going to see Diallo tonight, but unfortunately we didn't. I'm not sure when he would come in.
Well, West Brom next game, potentially.
I don't know, man. It's the Premier League. West Brom have taken points from Man City, and I think they've taken points from Liverpool this season. I think Solskjaer is a bit more clued up than just to say, oh yeah, you didn't play in the West Ham game. Kind of wanted you to, but you didn't, so I'm going to throw you in against West Brom. I wouldn't start him against West Brom. Unless we're winning 2 or 3-0, I wouldn't bring him on. Because no matter how good the Atalanta players talk about him, oh yeah, he's like Messi in training. It's the Premier League. It's not Serie A. And we need to make sure that we're winning games.
So yeah, looking ahead to the weekend, the Premier League, we are going to be 5 points off City. They have a game in hand, potentially 8 points. Do you think they've run away with it? Obviously,
nope.
We didn't talk about the 4-1. They won 4-1 away to Liverpool. I mean, I think they're running away with it. If you can put in a performance like that, 4-1 at Anfield, I mean, it says it all.
That at Anfield is a lot less vicious nowadays.
Yeah,
they've been. I know they had that amazing run, but all it took was one loss to knock them off their perch. Now they're just losing. I think 3 games in a row they've lost at home now. Burnley, Brighton and City. I feel like there's another loss in there, but that's probably just because I'm getting a bit carried away. I don't think Man City are going to run away with the title. the same situation with Liverpool's home record. As soon as Man City drop points, I feel like the confidence might knock a little bit. But I think we just need to have a little chat about Phil Foden and the fact that he's incredible. That goal that he scored, my jaw literally dropped when I saw it hit the back of the net.
He's already got his ticket onto the plane to Euros. He's got his ticket. He's there.
It's a shame. It's a shame from a Manchester United point of view, because if that Euros took place in 2020, we would have seen Greenwood. We would have seen Greenwood there, and I feel like Foden probably would have been there, but I'm not 100% sure. He's playing. I don't know. The thing is with Phil Foden, I don't know if this is his level or he's just playing extremely well and he's overperforming for himself.
I think he can even still play better. I think he's got more to offer as well.
He definitely does, in terms of his potential and his age, and the fact that he's not playing with the best City players because De Bruyne's out, Aguero's not there. So he obviously will be able to, stat pad more. He will be able to find the better passes, get more assists, because he'll have better players on the end of this stuff. But right now, if this is is he 20 years old? If this is a 20-year-old genuinely playing at a normal level, this is ridiculous. It's genuinely ridiculous. And I am quite scared because he is a City player. I've been in denial and I'm not afraid to hide it, but sometimes I can't even find words to describe him because of how good he is.
Yeah, he is literally what you call a generational talent. I mean, the same was said about Sancho, and he went and delivered it. And now it's onto Foden. This channel isn't just exclusively about Premier League, but I'm gonna need everyone to get off Sancho's back, man. He just posted a season with 20 goals and 20 assists, like 20 plus goals and 20 assists, and I think he's better than Phil Foden. He's definitely better than Phil Foden. Yeah, of course. He's done it. He's done it at the big stage.
Yeah, people are very reactionary and they forget what you've done. Like even last week, Jadon Sancho is a generational talent along with Mbappe and Erling Haaland. He needs way more respect than he does get. And I know he didn't have the best start in the Bundesliga this season, but he's saucy, man. He'll put it through your legs back and forth without even opening his eyes. They run past you and just slide it across the box, just like Kevin De Bruyne. Jadon Sancho is wicked. I want him at Manchester United still, regardless of what we've got.
Yeah, I think we need him. We need that right mid spot.
Apparently we're out of the race, but we need to get back in it.
Talking about transfers, Grealish, Declan Rice obviously played against West Ham yesterday. I didn't see much of Declan Rice. I don't think he would be. I don't know if he's worth it, because I know he's going to have the English tax if we were to get him. And then seeing him yesterday, I didn't see too much.
I feel like it might be a bit unfair to say we didn't see much yesterday, because we didn't really see much of anyone. From the time of he was on the ball, it's just a normal, regular performance, nothing out of this world. But he is a very good talent. He's not on the level of someone in terms of their position like Jadon Sancho, but he is someone that I reckon could come in. The fact that I don't think he would start every match maybe is a bit worrying, but you do talk about the English tax, which is a real thing. So and the Man United tax, they would probably be asking us for about 70, 80 million for him. If we were paying 40 or 50, I'd get him. But double that, I think we might have to wait and see what Moises Caicedo does.
But yeah, that was the FA Cup 5th round. We're into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup.
I think that's a club record. 7 seasons in a row. Yeah.
I mean, I think the FA Cup is there. I think that's there for us to take. Obviously, Man City are still in. Chelsea is still in. Man City we just can't. When it comes to cups, we just can't get past. Obviously, the semi-finals, but we can't get past Man City as well.
I mean, they're gonna. I almost just said it. They might win the league. They might win the league. I don't think they'll win the Champions League, but we got to stop them winning something, because anyhow Manchester City win the treble, everyone's finished.
Yeah, the Carabao Cup is theirs already. You can just hand it to them.
That don't count.
That's their cup though. That is literally their cup.
They won the quadruple, apparently. We can't let them win the genuine treble. We've got to do everything in our power to win the FA Cup this season. We need, honestly, forget about Man City. Actually, Solskjaer needs a trophy. This team needs a trophy. We need to experience what it feels like to lift something, and I feel like the FA Cup might be something that gives us that. Even the Europa League,
we also see that.
Spoken about that much. It's getting played in Turkey now. Not Turkey, Italy, because the venue got changed twice. Pogba's going to be out of those games. Well, the first leg at least. I just want to win something this season, man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been the FA Cup 5th round. Man United 1, West Ham 0. Thank you, Anton. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the weekend. West Brom v Man U. See you.